an old gist. But I am going to be doing a review on a very popular controversial movie called Acrimony by Tyler Perry. I know most of us should have seen it. If you have not seen it, please go and see it before you come and watch this review, okay? But the first thing I'm going to ask you before you proceed with this video is that you are just going to help me reason like a human being. All of us watching this video, including I speaking, I want us to all be human beings. No male, no female. I know that's going to be a bit difficult, but you're going to have to try. So if you are ready, let's do this. Acrimony, well, I've seen Acrimony like 3 times. The first time I saw it, it was an okay movie. I saw it at the cinemas. It was fine. I saw it, I went. I didn't really ponder too much on it. The man of this movie, the key actor in the movie. Guys, yeah, I know if you are here, like I said, it's a controversial movie, so I'm fully aware of all the things. I'm sure you all are just waiting to hear what I have to say. Maybe I'll side the girl. Maybe, no, calm down. Let's be calm. Please, let's be calm, okay? Let's be calm. Remember I said let's be calm. We're all touching the man's side and I'm going to touch the lady's side as well. But he didn't do well at all. Abba, how can you do that to somebody's child? She gave you 20 years of her life. Okay, let's take it bit by bit. With a friend of mine, and he was saying how that, the guy is such a focused guy, that some men are like that. When they are so focused on a dream or on a goal or something, they give it their all until they actualize it. Wonderful. It's a good virtue. It's good to be able to focus and give your best and all. Fine, let's hold that. So he's a focused guy. So that is one of the justifications some people have given me as to why he was going after his dream like that. Fine. Okay. So oh my god. So the lady too, she does not have focus. So fine, let's assume she does not have focus. She does not have life's ambition. She does not have any goal in this life, or to come and support somebody else's goal, dream in this. It's okay, it's fine. Okay. Now, is it not somebody that's eating food that used to chase dream? People, please, you should talk to me. Is it not somebody that's eating food, that has food in their tummy, that can be able to function properly, to chase dream, to pursue goal, or to work on a battery or whatever it is that guy was doing? Okay, battery, please, let's not try and get on your bad side, guys. But is it not someone who was eating food first that will be able to chase? Have you seen somebody chasing a dream on an empty stomach? Okay. Is it not somebody that has workshop? It's not someone that has a workshop, or where they can fix their battery thingy, or work on that thing. Is it not somebody that has where to do that does it? Can he be doing it on the streets? Have you ever seen somebody chasing dream on the road, on the street? If they're chasing dream on the road, people will think that they're mad. Fine. What we've talked about, that implies that for you to be able to chase a dream, for you to be able to work on whatever goal it is that you're working on, you sort of need basic amenities. Like you need water to drink, right? Water to shower. So okay, and you need food to eat so that you'll be okay. You understand? Because if you're doing that on an empty stomach, you won't be seen. So you also need a roof over your head. You need somewhere. You need some roof. Even if it's not a house, you need a shop. All of them is roof. You need a roof over your head to be able to do all of those. Yeah? Okay, perfect. We're good. We're getting there. So now it's possible to chase a dream on an empty stomach without a roof over your head and without water. Good. So if his wife was not, she was, oh my god, she was working 2 jobs. I honestly think that guy was a bit wicked, right? There are ways to go about it. What are you guys telling me? There are strategies and structures you can put in place to see that you're still chasing your dream and your wife does not get to die of suffering because she's helping you chase your dream or your goal. What's going on? She was working two jobs while he sat in the house eating food. I'm sure they didn't show us that part, but Oga will be eating food at intervals, and working on the battery. Guys, though, please, if she wasn't there, if it wasn't important for somebody to work, if it wasn't important for somebody to be bringing in money, if it wasn't important for somebody to be ensuring that there was food to eat, you know, and then a house to over their heads. How would if it wasn't important, she wouldn't have to work 2 jobs while he sat there doing nothing. What kind of love is that, people? Well, I have to also blame that lady. She stayed 20 years. Okay, 20 years of her life that she cannot get back. I honestly think that she left too late. If she had left earlier, maybe she wouldn't have lost it completely. Okay, so back to the guy. We're going to take this slowly. So he could have, if he loved her like he said he did, and he's I feel like he was really irresponsible. Because if you're responsible, a responsible adult knows that he needs to feed, he needs to shower, have water, and he needs a roof over his head. So should be doing stuff. That's why we work, basically. We work so that we can be responsible adults, so we can cater for our needs, so that we can take care of ourselves and not saddle anybody with that burden. Right? So if he was a responsible adult, he would have said, okay, so babes, man, this my battery is going to blow one day. I know it, I believe it. And sis will say, yes, I believe in you, because I know that, you're a hardworking man and all of that. I believe in your dreams and all of that. So, but I think I need to help you out. So this is what I'll do. I'll see how I can run a shift, maybe morning or afternoon, and then come back and walk all through the night for the battery thing and see how it goes out. Or I can walk all through the night, or no, I can walk all through the night and then come back in the daytime and work on my battery thing. Is it not possible? Is it not? Tell me that this arrangement I just proffered now, is it not possible for it to work that way? And then you'll be able to get in some sort of cash to help. So this woman will not be so beating the way she is and so haggard. Did you see did you see that scene when she came back in the evening and then he was just complaining and all of that? Maybe I need to really go and see this movie so that you know what I'm talking about. So there are ways to go about it. She was giving it her best, so she did believe in his dream. But what happens when your dream is not forthcoming? What do? You die? What do you do when, do you know how many people, okay, let's use Nigeria for instance, do you know how people have really big dreams? Or do you know how many people have such great ideas, but they know that they still have to work to fund those ideas? At least to get some sort of capital, you should die in the process of your dream becoming. If you die before your dream becomes, how would your dream become? How would you be alive to enjoy the fruit of your labor? Wisdom is profitable to direct. There are ways he could have gone about it. That was really annoying for me. So fine, she literally were going bankrupt, and he wasn't doing anything about it. He was chasing his dream morning, afternoon, and what he's saying, he should take care of her completely. It's fine, it's a mutual thing, we're both in this together. But he could have helped make the burden a lot lighter for her. Okay, so that's that. So for people saying that he was a focused guy, he's good, he was focused, but he didn't structure it well. He really stretched and stressed that lady so much. 20 years. Now fine, let's go to another part that I really think he messed up. Would have given him the ear to listen. So, but then you already knew that that's how she is, yeah? So you should have waited and tried again. She tried too much for him not to try at all. Or when he tried, but he didn't try. His try was not balanced to what she had given. She had given up so much, tried so much, he could have done better. So yes, she chased you out of the house. So yes, she humiliated you. Do you know how many times she had been humiliated because of him in front of her sisters? They had mocked her. They had told her that her husband is good for nothing, and she had to stick up for him. So yes, she did all of that. In anger, humiliated him and threw him out of the house. But he could have tried. He could have come back. He could have looked for her and said, I will not leave until you give me a listening ear. Or even worse off, taking her to go and meet that girl so that the girl will be the one to explain and say, it's a mistake. I really didn't have anything to do with your husband again. We were just having a business conversation and I forgot my purse. That's what people that their relationships are very important to them. That's the length they can go. But he didn't try any of those. Please, okay, maybe I may be speaking movie too much, but haven't you seen movies where some spouses have refused to grant their other spouse a divorce until, beyond reasonable doubt? They said divorce. She was crying. You could tell that her heart was not out for this. She didn't really want a divorce. She was just probably heartbroken and disappointed that so many times he had disappointed her. Do you understand? And she was asking for a divorce, and the Oga just signed it. She was crying. You would have said, no, I'm not going to divorce you until we have a conversation about what happened. But he just went and signed it and just said, blah, 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 I love you. You know, I feel like he didn't try well. I feel like he didn't do well. He could have done better. She tried too much. She gave him 20 years, lost her womb in the process. Guys, remember, we're thinking like human beings here. No, let's not be gender biased, please. Let's not be gender biased. Let's just really, really critically look at this. Your wife saw the purse of somebody that you cheated on her with. What kind of explanation? What kind of explanation will you give that will make sense at that point? So yeah, she didn't give you a listening ear. You tried to explain. Can you blame her? Guys, you should help me here. If you were the one in that situation, your girlfriend or your wife has cheated, or okay, your girlfriend has cheated on you with that guy before, and then you saw the guy's belonging in her car, what would you think? Will any explanation make sense to you at that point? Even though obviously she was aggressive and overboard, I'm not you had given too much. You have given your best shot. She should have just... And then, look, let me just explain this part as to why she didn't take the money. Some ladies wouldn't have taken that money. A lot of ladies, because when ladies love, they really love. That's why I said some ladies. Because it's not about the money for them. When they genuinely love you. And that's the only thing you can explain for that lady. She really loved him. That's the only reason why she could have done 20 years, worked 2 jobs, stood the humiliation from her sisters, and still stood by that guy. She really loved him. So when it got to that point, it wasn't a question of him paying her off. I'm sure she probably felt insulted. And then he had to literally give the other woman everything he had promised her. Oh my God, that was so heartbreaking. That was so about the same way they talked about it from the designer. What? Can you be so mean? It's like Shay, you couldn't wait. It just felt like he was trying to pepper her. Shay, you couldn't wait and be okay now let me give everything I promised you to this lady. Be considerate. She gave you the best years of her life. You know. Yes, I think I've touched all the parts where I feel like that guy didn't do well. Let's go to the lady. Now, you had left him. You said you didn't want him again. I know you didn't mean it, but then it happened. That's life. It happens. Do you understand? It happens. You can work with a guy and then he finally becomes all that you both talked about, and then he decides that you're not the one for him again. Fine. It isn't fair, yes, but it happens. Highest thing, you shouldn't have taken the money because it would feel like you were selling your love or something. You don't take the money, just pack well, continue with your life. God will still bless you with another man who is deserving of you, because that lady had a good heart. And they don't come often these days. So I feel like God would have still blessed her if she had stayed with another man who is deserving of her love. So, but then if on the other hand, she's the other type of ladies I was talking about, she should have collected the money and bounced and gone to do well for herself, establish the business, get another house, get another car. Just ball, man. You can't come and die in this life. You get. Should have taken the money. So I don't support her craziness. Yes, people have different ways of handling their rage. People have different ways of handling their emotional, self. But she could have done better. Nobody, this is for all the ladies, nobody's what you dying for. Both guys and girls are like, nobody's what you committing suicide for. Nobody's what you losing your senses for, because she literally lost her senses, because that's the only thing I can see. Pushed herself to obsession. Nobody deserves you losing your senses over. Nobody is worth it. Completely. Nobody is what you lose yourself. So if you find yourself in that situation, just bounce with the remaining dignity that you have and continue with life. That's all I can say. She didn't do well. She shouldn't have been that obsessed. She shouldn't have gone after them. She wouldn't have lost her life. She didn't deserve to lose her life. Nobody else deserved to lose their life, including the guy. She shouldn't have been that obsessed to want to kill him. And if you haven't seen that movie, Acrimony is a movie, go and see it so that my review can make sense to you. This video and my review on Acrimony, the movie, I think Teleperry did a fantastic job all the same. Wonderful movie, very controversial, but a lot of lessons to be learned, especially for people in relationships and married couples as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe as always, and I will see you next